So we're here on Gibson's Beach. We did one of these before in the forest. We're here at this enormous log that's been here for a very long time, obviously. I love this spot, and I love this log too. It's got dozens of ecosystems right here. And I'm reflecting a lot on that that Buddhist joke or aphorism of don't just do something, stand there. And I like that one a lot, and I think it really speaks to so many things in the way that any good aphorism does. You can unpack a lot there. And one of the things I've noticed a lot since I left the monastery I lived in many years ago, and that I've missed from that time, is that we obviously live, many of us live in a very busy world where we don't have a lot of time to sit with and reflect on and consider our response to a wide range of situations, whether they're in the world of work or in our family lives, our personal lives, or social lives. Things tend to go pop, pop, pop pretty fast, and sort of the social grease and discourse requires us to always have something to say. And many of us kind of always do have something to say, but it doesn't necessarily come from our well-considered, reflective depth of wisdom, whatever we have. So I really like that. Don't just do something, stand there. And as experience rains down upon us, that we take the time that we need to be present with the experience and to integrate the experience beyond the level of having something clever or acerbic or interesting or just socially able to offer into a moment, or to do something without being sure it's exactly the right thing to do. And of course there are all kinds of situations where we do have to act, and where we have to act instantly. And of course, I'm not suggesting that we simply be passive witnesses to everything. And nor an eagle going overhead here, nor am I suggesting, nor is what I'm talking about really passive, actually. It may look passive from the outside in, but a process of active observation, of active inquiry, of paying attention within to experiences that come in from all sorts of sources. And, I think I've been convinced that's a good idea for a very long time, and I'm again convinced it's a good idea as I spend kind of the majority of my energy right now supporting someone I love a lot. My mom's facing a really challenging set of end-of-life conditions and decisions that she's moving through with her customary grace and courage. But it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard for her, and it's hard for me, and it's hard for those many of us who love her. And in those kinds of situations that come for all of us at one point or another, in one way or another, some part of us usually feels the urge or the wish or the desire to fix things, to make it better. And for sure, if we can, we should, and we do. And then there are some things which just aren't so fixable, and it's more a question of how to be with things as they are, with grace, with love, with presence, as they unfold in the way that we will, whether we particularly want them to or not. So maybe it's also just a time of year where that teaching or that aphorism seems particularly apt. It's the quiet time, kind of enfolded in clouds here today on the Salish Sea. The sea lions are moving gently over the flat water, and the eagles are lofting above. The shorebirds are floating on the water. And there's a grace and a beauty and a joy in don't just do something, stand there, or in this case, sit there in front of with my back leaning against one of my favorite beings, favorite places. So I hope that you can find, reflect on that, see if that makes sense for you. The essence or the nugget that's inside that observation or that suggestion. Don't just do something. Stand there, be with the situation. Let it work through you, let it work you, let it work through us until we know what the wise response is. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time, some other lovely spot.